The third group of letters are called one-armed robots, and what happens essentially is they all go down, back up again, and then have an arm coming over the top. You'll see them all in more detail, it'll make sense. The letter R, you start in the middle of the line again. We're coming down, up, and over. Okay? The temptation is just to start on the bottom and go over. It's not what we want to see. Start in the middle, go down, back up, and over. Down, back up, and over. If you can do a letter R, you can do a letter N. Down, up, and this time all the way over. Okay, you can see it's only half height. We've got to keep them relatively small. Down, up, all the way over. Down, up, and all the way over. And if you can do a letter N, you can do a letter M. Exactly the same. Down, up, but over twice. Again, the temptation is just to go over, over. Not what we want to see. Down, then up, then over, over. All of these one-arm robots start with a down, up, and then you get into your over. Okay? The next letter is the letter H. It's a tall letter this time. So you want to start right at the top and come down about halfway up and then over. Start at the top, go down, about halfway back up and over, down, about halfway up and over. The next letter is the letter B. Again, it starts with a down up. It's a tall motion, so we're going to start right at the top. Down, up, and that bubble there on the line. And you can see that bubble is about half height. We don't want it to be massive, we don't want it to be tiny. It's about half height, about the height of one of these short letters. Down, up, bubble. Down, about halfway up, and bubble. And you've got the letter B. The next letter is a slightly tricky letter, so if you find it hard, keep practicing, you'll get there. It's the letter K. It starts again with a down up. It's down, about halfway up, and then we want the bubble and a kick. You can see it's a little bit tricky, watch again. So we're coming all the way down, about halfway up, and then we go round and kick. Down, up, around and kick. Getting that K sort of bubble in the right place can be tricky, so keep practicing, you'll get there eventually. The last one in this set is the letter P. So we're going to start about halfway up again, but this time we go down, we're going to go down through the next line, all the way back up and around. Temptation here is to just draw a line, then whack the P on. Don't do that, keep your pen on the page. Halfway, down, up, around, and you can see again they've only gone about halfway down the next line, they're not all the way down. Down, up, and around. And those are all of our one-armed robot letters. Let's look at those letters in a bit more detail. The first one is the letter R, so it's a short letter, which means we're starting in the middle and going down and over, down and over, down and over. The next one was the letter N, so we're going down, but this time all the way over, down, all the way over, down, all the way over. If you can do the letter N, you can do the letter M. We're going down, over, over. Down, over, over. We're making sure all of them come back down to the line. Down, over, and over. Okay. The next one's the letter H. It's a tall letter this time, so it'll need to start right at the top. All the way down, up, and over. All the way down, up, and over. All the way down, up, and over. B is also a tall letter, so it will need to start right at the top. Down, up, and put your bubble on. Down, up, bubble. Down, up, bubble. The letter K is a little bit more tricky, so practice carefully. We're coming down, up, it's that bubble in the middle, and flick. Down, up, bubble in the middle, and flick. down, up, bubble in the middle, and flick. And the last letter in this group is the letter P. It's a little bit different again. So we're starting in the middle, we're going down, up, and around. All the way down, all the way up, and around. And we're keeping our pen on the paper for the whole time. Down, up, and around. Have a practice of those. If you're really confident, you can move on to the next set.